Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Oh my god, the sun is coming out. I hope it doesn't spoil or affect my video. How are you guys doing? In this video I will be discussing about if Nigerian doctors should leave Nigeria or if they should stay in Nigeria. I know there are a lot of medical students watching my videos. There are lots of doctors as well, but the reason I'm filming this video is to help you make a better decision regarding if you want to stay in Nigeria or if you want to leave. Based on the situation in the country, we all know how it is, and a lot of people are choosing to leave. So I know that there are also some people that will be struggling with that decision. Should I stay? Should I go? Are there better opportunities out there? Will I be making the wrong decision? And everything like that. So my goal with this video is to help you make a better decision, just offer some guidance, offer some reasons, and hopefully by the end of this video you'll be able to come to a conclusion on if you should stay or if you should leave. If this video helps you, please give it a thumbs up by clicking the thumbs up button. This just pushes the video out to more people that need it and video people that it will actually help. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel to follow me up on my journey. I am in the process of writing exams and trying to leave Nigeria, so if that's something that you would consider as well, you can follow me. I have documented my process through writing some exams already, and I still have some exams as well which I am documenting, which I'm going to write, and I'm also documenting here on YouTube, so you can follow me up on my journey. So subscribe to my channel if that's something that you want to see. All right. Also, if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer them. All right, so let us begin. Well, I'm going to be addressing two categories: should you stay and should you leave. I'll be starting with giving you reasons on why you should stay in Nigeria. So if you relate to any of these things I'm going to mention, then I think it's actually a good idea for you to stay back in Nigeria and not leave. So the first set of people, these are people that have decided to settle in Nigeria. There are some people that have said to themselves, I am not leaving Nigeria. Nigeria is my country. I'm going to settle here no matter what happens, despite the economy, the salary, whatever is going on in this country. They have decided to themselves that they are going to stay in Nigeria. And this is actually a good reason to stay and not leave. I know there are people that have other businesses that they are running. Their money doesn't come from medicine, or they have money in the family and they are not worried about money. Nigeria is a place that you can live in. If you have money, you'll be comfortable. And I mean, maybe if you're away from the healthcare system or you work in a private facility where you have some control of your work schedule, or some people actually have family hospitals. So if you fall into this category, then I think you should stay back in Nigeria. There's no need for you to leave. Number two, family. You want to be close to family. I know that there are people that family is so important to them. They can't stand being away from their families. They want to be close to their family. And if you fall under this category, then I think you should actually stay back in Nigeria, because the life outside of Nigeria can be quite lonely. You are alone, you start life afresh, no friends, and it can be really difficult at the beginning. So I advise that if you really want to be around family and it's so important to you, it's not something that you want to risk, then you can choose to stay back in Nigeria. It's a valid decision, a valid reason for you to stay back in Nigeria. Number three, if you're a doctor watching this video and you have looked at the process of leaving the country, what it will take financially, and you have said to yourself, I don't think I can afford it, this is actually a reason to stay back in Nigeria. We cannot overlook the fact that the cost of living the country now is so expensive, especially because our currency has lost its value. It's so expensive. If you cannot afford it, you don't see how you'll be able to raise the money. No help from anybody else. You don't have help from anyone. Then that is a valid reason to actually stay back in the country. But you have to accept it. You cannot beat yourself over it and keep feeling bad. You have to accept your situation and be okay with staying in Nigeria. Make the best out of the opportunity that is available to you. Maybe in future, an opportunity may arise. You might get the opportunity, or you might get a better job, or you might be able to save up to leave the country if that's something you desire. But if it's something that you cannot afford, then just make the best out of what you have, and that's a very valid reason to stay back in Nigeria. Number 4, if you fall under this category as well, then I don't think you should leave Nigeria. If you truly just want to serve the people and serve your country, there are people that feel like it is their calling and their gift to serve Nigerians, to help Nigerians, especially in the healthcare system. And this is a very valid reason to stay back in Nigeria. If you want to help your people, there's so much lack in our healthcare, and there are so many ways to help. You don't have to actually be in the country to help, but if you want to be hands-on, seeing the patients, talking to people, offering counseling, this is something that you want to do for the Nigerians in the rural areas, in the cities, for people staying back here. This is one big reason why I think you should stay back in Nigeria. If you don't care about the inadequacy of the medical system, the income, the low income, and other limiting factors, and the desire to serve is much greater, then please stay back in Nigeria. Okay? All right. The 4 things I've mentioned are for the people that may want to stay back in Nigeria, or people that are considering staying back in Nigeria. If you fall under these categories, I think these are valid reasons for you to stay back in Nigeria. So for the next set of people, if you fall under this category, I would advise that you leave. You start the process, you find money, you look for a way and ensure that you JAPA from Nigeria and find opportunities to work as a doctor abroad. Number 1, if you care about working in an organized system with structure, accountability, better working environment, and financial compensation, if this is very important to you, find a way and leave Nigeria. Find a way to write the exams, to get money, do what you have to do so that you can experience this working abroad. Number 2, if you truly want to settle and live abroad with the hopes of getting citizenship for yourself and for your children, if this is something that you truly desire, then make moves to leave Nigeria. Make moves to write the exam and leave Nigeria. Number 3, if you have always wanted to become a doctor, but then after you did your house job, you just thought to yourself, maybe clinical medicine is not for me. Maybe I don't really want to be a doctor. And you knew before then you really wanted to serve, you wanted to help people, you wanted to be a doctor. And then you did your house job. You worked in Nigeria for a year. You experienced some things that I don't want to mention while working in Nigeria for a year. And you said, I don't think I want to be a doctor anymore. My advice to you is to leave Nigeria. Yes, write exams, leave Nigeria, and come and experience working as a doctor outside of Nigeria. I think your opinions about that will change. There's something about it. There's so many issues with the Nigerian system that can discourage a lot of young doctors from wanting to pursue clinical medicine, even though it's something that they have always desired. So if you fall under this category, I think you should consider leaving Nigeria. I fell under this category. I wanted to be a doctor. I thought I would love and enjoy working as a doctor. But after my house job and after some things that I experienced, I was like, I want to leave clinical medicine. I don't want to work in clinical medicine anymore. But I decided, if I experience medicine abroad, my opinions might change. And that was one of the motivations that pushed me towards, writing exams and wanting to become a doctor abroad. So if you fall under that category as well, consider leaving Nigeria. Number 4, if you are tired of the toxicity of the Nigerian healthcare system. If you are tired of it, I know it is a lot. It's not worth it, honestly. If you are tired of the toxicity, I don't know if it's ever going to change. Unfortunately, people experience toxic seniors, and then they now become seniors as well and decide, okay, I'm also going to be toxic and treat people badly. Unfortunately, we experience that a lot in the Nigerian healthcare system, and that is actually a reason for you to leave, because it is not a good environment for you to find yourself in and to work in. So it's a very valid reason for you to leave. All right, so those are the four cases, the four scenarios for those that are thinking of leaving and those that want to stay. I hope this have actually helped you come to a decision or bring you closer into making a decision. I want to discuss some limitations that you might experience as well. There are people that might be older in age, and you might think, oh, I'm a bit older, I don't want to start afresh. What will life be? And all of those. Age is a worrying factor, but don't let it's never too late to start afresh, to pursue a goal that you actually desire. If living or staying is something that you truly want to do, don't let age hold you back, because the time will pass, you will eventually get older. So why not get older doing what you truly want to do? That's my advice on that. Another thing is the fear of starting afresh. So many people are so afraid of starting afresh, and all I can say is don't let fear hold you back. You'll get over the fear eventually and you'll progress. So do not let fear hold you back from doing something that you truly want to do, because remember, in this life everything is vanity. You would leave everything here on earth. So what the best thing that you can do for yourself is to ensure that you enjoy your work, enjoy your toil while you are here on earth. So it's important that you're doing something you love and not just managing for the sake of it. So just push away that fear. The third thing is the fear of missing out. We all have fear of missing out. I'm sure there are some people that have left Nigeria and they'll just be thinking about their colleagues in Nigeria and maybe what they are enjoying. And there are those that have chosen to stay back in Nigeria that will constantly be thinking of if I had left, if I leave. Everybody is has that FOMO, fear of missing out on something. And what I want to say is that no matter the decision you make, whether you choose to stay or choose to leave, stick by it and accept it and make the best out of it, and stop feeling like maybe you will have done better if you had left or if you had stayed. Just make the best out of whatever you decide to choose, because there's honestly no right or wrong decision. It just depends on what you make out of it and what you do with the opportunities that have been presented before you. I know there are also people out there that want to wait for everything to be perfect. You really want to leave, but you're waiting for the right time and waiting for a sign. Let this be your sign. If you truly want to leave, I can tell you this, it is getting more difficult. The best time to have left Nigeria was probably like 5 years ago. As you guys can see how the economy is getting worse. Our currency, that's something else. Our currency is getting more devalued and it's getting more expensive to live. So if it's something that you want to do, start now. Don't delay. If you want to write the USMLE, start researching about it. Know what you need in order for you to write the exam. If it's the PLAB route you want to do, go write your IELTS, go register for the exam. In the process, if you're still struggling with a decision, start the process already. Along the line, you can choose to say, oh, I'm going to cancel my exam, or oh, I'm not going to do that anymore. But start the process, because it's not getting any easier. The conditions might not get better. So start now, make your move now if that's something that you want to do. And if you want to stay back in Nigeria, if you want to do residency, get into it immediately. Write your primaries, start in your residency program as soon as you can. This is an advantage for you. There's no need to waste time, especially when you've come to a decision on what you want to do. Start it immediately. There's no better time. They said the best time to have started was 10 years ago or yesterday. The second best time is now. So I really hope that you make the right decision for yourself and it all works out for you at the end. All right, so I have come to the end of my video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel to follow me on my journey, leave a comment if you have any questions for me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.